What is up, Red Devil Sox? The Red Devil Sox fans. It's long. It's a long name, I know. But what is up, guys? We are back with another episode today. This is let me make sure. Yeah, it's an unconventional one. It's not a watch along, but it's not unconventional. But we'll get these videos in between our games to discuss because there's a lot that needs to be discussed. And as of right now, there's the noise. It couldn't be any louder. And yeah, let's talk about it. So post the Grimsby town, guys. I've seen the fan reaction. I've seen the manager's reaction. I've seen all these things, but let's really look at the situation for what it is, right? So Grimsby Town are a fourth division team in England. Fourth division, with all due respect. Man United walked into Grimsby Town. I looked. I was, I'm confident. You can say cocky, but I'm confident that my club is gonna walk in and take care of the job. I mean, I just seen these players beat West Ham in New York almost like a month ago, so I know there's quality. But then the game starts, and the game's up on the channel. But the game starts, and it's abysmal. It's really bad. It's really bad. Like guys, it's really bad. But then I hear for calls for the sacking of the manager, and this is where it comes to a point for me. It's a repetitive cycle, and it's almost like the like Ronaldo says with the ketchup, the goals, the Champions League goals in the ketchup. That's how I feel like it is with this club, because when there is, as of late, when there's something, you're already in the dumps, you're already in the mud. There's always just something to fuel the flames, There's something to fuel the flames, but as soon as we lose this game, then Fenerbahce. Before we can get to that, I see obviously there's the tacticals, the geniuses calling for Amorim to be sacked. Of course, that's just that's the only reaction they know. There's a lot of fans that they watch, and the same Man United that just went with the same tactics, same formation, and just outplayed Arsenal. Then all of a sudden, the formation, this, that, and the third, it's the manager. Cause these first three games, I've seen chances on chances get created that are just not gonna put it away, and it's the same story as last season. It's the same story as last season. We got our chances where we just are not clinical, and to put that down to the manager is just, it's brazen, and it's almost like you're not watching the game. You're not watching the game, but those players they didn't play for that manager. I don't know if it was a level of complacency, and I've seen it so much with us over the course of last year. We played the likes of Liverpool, we played the likes of Arsenal, we played the likes of Man City, even Chelsea. The players come to play. They're front-footed. They're playing like they get the moment, and then you go to play these sides that after, and it's always like a trap game. You play well against the good side, and then the next game is a side that you look down upon, and you think the squad will come out and perform against, but it never happens, and I don't know what it is. So on the topic of the squad, as deadline day is tomorrow, or is in 2 days, we need midfielders. We need two midfielders at the very least in the next 2 days, and that's no exaggeration, because if we don't get our two midfielders in, I truly fear he's gonna quit, and that's I see fans are already asking for Ollie to come back and then he gets sacked today, and then fans, oh, we gotta go get. Do you realize if you are asking Man United, you're trying to compete supposedly, and then you want Man United to just go get the manager of who just got sacked by Besiktas. You want a manager that got sacked by because he wasn't able to perform with Besiktas. You want him to come again back. Make it make sense. And the change in formation, guys, I swear it's like we are amongst a bunch of dinosaurs. Football, like every sport, there is not one right way to play it. You see, the NBA, with the revolution of Steph Curry, has shown there's different ways to play the game. With even with football, 4-4-2 expanded to the 4-2-3-1 to 4-3-3. Football changes, and it blows my mind when I see fans talking about, oh, back five defense. If you're just speaking because you see it's a back five in theory in defense, but if you watch games, the outlet ball is literally the left wing back who's supposed to be this defensive whatever or what you know how, but Dorgu is the person I see furthest up the field on so many occasions. He's the one I see isolated. So explain if you understand how football works and how players move in. I don't even want to give a tactical breakdown because I really get so frustrated and so I let myself get worked up because it's just the lack of IQ is almost jarring. It's jarring. But I saw Ruben his interview after the match. Fans are, oh, we were too cowardly to not watch the penalty shootout. Guys, if that's the level you bring yourself to be upset about, you really have to look at the big picture. Why the fuck are Man United being dragged into a penalty shootout by Grimsby Town? Why? That's what you're supposed to think about. How do you even end up? And like I said, I don't understand how they turn up to these big matches against the bigger clubs and then just be flat. Like, I got analyzed. If you watched our watch along, I analyzed. Diogo Dalot cannot play. He's just, there's little things like I mentioned as well in that video. It's football IQ and football intelligence. Sheshko making early runs into the box. Why are you open and you're taking a touch and holding the ball and not just playing it into the box, into the striker? Hoyland has been an experiment to say the least. But even him, I can sympathize with, knowing how many times Dalot has just not played the ball in at the right time. Everything with football is timely. With every sport is timely. The half second, the little margins, they all matter. And not getting the ball in at that time when it's needed it's a waste. But I don't want to drag on the games in the past. Looking at our transfer news, I believe we've agreed to a permanent transfer of Alejandro Garnacho to Chelsea for, I believe it was 40 million with a 10% sell-on clause. It's not great, but it's a necessary chapter that just needs to be moved on from. Hoyland agreed to, or I don't know if it's been finalized yet, but I think it's a near here we go done deal with Hoyland to Napoli. Anthony was supposedly going to Real Betis, and we got Sky Sports reporting on it for Real Betis to come out say they did not have enough money. So that's kind of tough. But Then we need, I think, who else was Sancho? No news about Sancho. That's just that fucking prick. I don't know what to say. Like, just a waste, man. But then we have Mainoo. I think the whole Mainoo thing. Obviously, I'm sure he wants game time, but lads, the Bruno leaving next season is as guaranteed as a fucking Scouser being unemployed. There's boys. We know he's gone next year. Mainoo wanting to leave, especially this is probably the and I was here. We were here during the McFred days. This is a woeful midfield, and if you can't stay and fight for your place, and you want to go on loan, bruv. I don't know if it's a tactic for him to get a new contract. That's what I presume. I think it's just noise. Everything is with this club. But that's where we stand on the Mainoo. I don't think he's going anywhere. Cause you want to play. There's a lot of season. Granted, like that we're getting these shouts 3 games into the season, guys. And on top of that, I don't think it's ever been mentioned. Mainoo has missed. I don't want to say a lot of football because that's gonna be dragging it, but has missed a noticeable amount of football for me to be cautious about his long-term health as well. I'm just throwing it out there. But really hoping by the end of Sunday, I don't even know if I'm a believer anymore. That's obviously the hope. If we are able to get Baliba, I think we are a good, better team. But I really feel for this manager. He's coming in what? Today it's August. This is the 8th month. In 2 months will be a year of Ruben Amorim. And in a year, we are now 2 days removed from the transfer deadline, just making our first sale of the summer. And who we brought in? 18-year-old Aiden Heaven from Arsenal Academy. Pachi Dorgu, who's 20, from Leeds. Matthias Cunha from Wolves. Brian Mbumo from Brentford. And Diego Leon from South America. And Ben Sheshko. 6 players. For a squad that we've been talking about since forever. Luke Shaw is still and this is no flag to I think he's been playing. He's played well for the last however long he's played. Luke Shaw still in the club. Dalot. The fact that Lindelof is just now gone after what felt like a lifetime of how he's still lining up with Maguire and Lindelof. Guys, honestly, it's not magic. Like Ranier Goscinny came out and said today, you can't expect magic when if you've been using I need to make an analogy. If you've been using the same leaky cup and you just go over and tape it, putting hot tea into it every single day, and the tea eventually is gonna seep through that hole, and you just put tape on it again, expecting nothing else, boys, you need a new mug. When you say it's rotten from the top down, the complete squad overhaul that is necessary, it goes without saying. You know what I mean? But Burnley tomorrow. Man, if we don't get a win out of that, and there will be no watch along tomorrow. I'm going to Canada. I'm going on holiday, as the men out in England would say. I'm going on holiday, but yeah, we need 3 points. I mean, that should be the character of a Man United player. After you fucking lose in such fashion, you come back and stomp the throat of your opposition. You have to stomp them in. That's as simple as. Let me see if it's a home game. Yeah, we play at home tomorrow against a newly promoted side, guys. I have one expectation. I have one want, and that is that we absolutely destroy them. We'll see. We'll speak in the midweek. Uh, after the match, after deadline day closes, and we'll see what happens. Guys, back your manager. That is, we love speaking of culture of our club, all these things. Back your manager, because I keep seeing this fan base is so the memory of I think people are just forgetful, and I think we're just very emotional, and when things aren't going right, it's so easy to point the finger at the first thing you see, and that is what we keep getting thrown at us. Like the way Ruben Amorim has all this flack is literally like a star player letting their team down. Like, man. Well, so I'll talk to you guys next week, and hope you guys have a lovely Labor Day.